Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Bo. Welcome. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama. Haribo, everybody. Welcome. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Oops, what happened here? Slow motion. Oh. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, there he is. Hare Krishna. Krishna, Hare. Joined us finally. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Krishna 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Krishna boy Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Rama, Rama. Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama. Hare Krishna. Hey Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hey Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna, Hare Hare. Oh Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Rama, Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama, Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama, Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama, Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Krishna. Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. I think we just did this. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Christina, close your curtain so we can see some things. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Krishna, Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, oh my Lord Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Can you find me some of the more of these? Krishna, are there some of these? Probably one of these things here. Krishna, Hare Hare. I think probably the big one, the small one. Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. All right, thank you. The best service you did today.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare. Everybody mute your mics. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
your microphone
Hare
muted.
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Gotta kick you from the studio, man. You don't keep your microphone muted, man.
I want to sing too.
Okay, get. All right, he's acting too crazy, man. Okay. Kick, gone. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. I'm sorry, I just can't deal with this. If you can't mute their mic, I can't do all this, try to do it for them. Either somebody trains him how to mute his mic, or whoever. It's too much. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna. Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Sri Jagannath Vallabha Natikam by Ramananda Roy. May Krishna's splendid dancing, which is accompanied by the melodies of the lute, flute, and drum, and the tinkling of the gopis' kartals and ankle bells, and which reveals his charming smile, and the graceful threefold movements of the vine of his transcendental form, and the graceful threefold movements of the vine of his transcendental form, bring bliss to the three worlds. May Krishna's splendid dancing, which is accompanied by the melodies of the lute, the flute, the drum, and the tinkling of the gopis' kartals and ankle bells, which reveals his charming smile, and the graceful threefold movements of the vine of his transcendental form, bring bliss to the three worlds. This is not a smile, but moonlight. This is not a smile, but moonlight. These are not eyes, but lotus flowers. These are not eyes, but lotus flowers. These are not ears, but Kamadeva's bowstring. These are not ears, but Kamadeva's bowstring, stretched for the conquest of the world. May the blissful gopis' bewilderment, born from their gazing at Krishna's face, bring to you 100 benedictions. May the blissful gopis' bewilderment, born from the gazing at Krishna's face, bring to you 100 benedictions. Making great tidal waves in the ocean of the doe-eyed gopis' amorous desires, delighting the lotus flowers of the yogis' hearts, and tormenting the chakravaka birds of the demons. May the moon of Krishna's face bring you transcendental bliss. Making great tidal waves in the ocean of the doe-eyed gopis' amorous desires, making great tidal waves, making great tidal waves in the gopis' amorous desires, delighting the lotus flowers of the yogis' hearts, delighting the lotus flowers of the yogis' hearts, and tormenting the chakravaka birds of the demons. May the moon of Krishna's face, may the moon of Krishna's face, may the moon of Krishna's face, may the moon of Krishna's face bring you transcendental bliss. May the moon may the moon of Krishna's face, may the moon of Krishna's face, may the moon of Krishna's face bring you transcendental bliss. May the moon of Krishna's face bring you transcendental bliss. May the moon of Krishna's face bring you transcendental bliss. Krishna, Hare Krishna. The peacock feathers in his hair. 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 The peacock feathers. The peacock feathers in his hair. Move in the gentle Malayan breeze. The peacock feathers in his hair move in the gentle Malayan breeze. Move in the gentle Malayan breeze. Oh, Krishna. The Kamadeva's arrows from his crooked, restless eyes pierced the hearts of the beautiful gopis and aroused their desires. The Kamadeva's arrows from his crooked, restless eyes. The Kamadeva's arrows of his crooked, restless eyes. The Kamadeva's arrows. The Kamadeva's arrows from his crooked, restless eyes. The Kamadeva's arrows from his crooked, restless eyes. The Kamadeva's arrows from his crooked, restless eyes pierced the hearts of the beautiful gopis. Pierced the hearts of the beautiful gopis and aroused their desires. And aroused their desires. Pierced the hearts of the beautiful gopis and aroused their desires. Worship Krishna. Worship Krishna. His heart is blissful with harmless pastimes. Worship Krishna. Worship Krishna. Worship Krishna. His heart is blissful with amorous pastimes. His heart is blissful with amorous pastimes. Worship Krishna. Worship Krishna. His heart is filled with amorous pastimes. Worship Krishna. His heart is filled with amorous pastimes. Worship Krishna. Worship Krishna. Worship Krishna. His heart is filled with amorous pastimes. His heart is filled with amorous pastimes. The moons of the beautiful gopis' faces fill him with amorous longing. The moons of the gopis' faces, the moons of the gopis' faces fill him with amorous longing. The moons of the gopis' faces, the moons of the gopis' faces, the moons of the gopis' faces fill him with amorous longings. Oh, yeah. The moons of the gopis' faces fill him with amorous longings. The moons of the gopis' faces fill him with amorous longing. Oh, yeah. Krishna. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram. The moons of the gopis' faces fill him with amorous longings. Ah, smiling, youthful Krishna is very handsome. 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 His neck trembles slightly. His neck trembles slightly. He always stays in Gajapati Maharaj Prataparudra's heart. He always stays in Gajapati Maharaj Prataparudra's heart. He always stays in Gajapati Maharaj Prataparudra's heart. Ramananda Roy sings this beautiful, sweet song about him. Ramananda Roy, Ramananda Roy, Ramananda Roy sings this sweet song about him. Ramananda Roy sings this sweet song about him. Ramananda Roy sings this sweet song about him. Krishna, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shuddhadara, what use is all this talking? Beloved, come here. Nati enters. Nati, oh noble sir, here I am. Oh noble sir, here I am. I am your maidservant. I fall down at your feet. The mercy of your glance delights my heart. You are my husband, my supreme authority. Sutadhara, may you happily enjoy the pastimes of youth for a time, for a long time. Nati, why have I been called by the noble sir? May you happily enjoy the pastimes of youth for a long time. You know, this reminds me of this world. You know how in the world you can enjoy the pastimes of a youth for a short time. But Krishna's pastimes of youth we can enjoy forever. You notice? Man, I'm an old man. I'm still enjoying Krishna's pastimes of youth. More and more, it just increases. While everybody's pastimes in youth in the world is decreasing, huh? Man, I feel the youthfulness of these pastimes increasing. Isn't that amazing? And actually even start looking younger physically. You know, people start, you know, that's why you start looking more beautiful than even the young ones because of bhakti. Isn't that amazing? I remember when Christina was going through purification, she was looking in the mirror and saying, I'm getting old. But you don't even see her thinking, not even in her dreams about that now. She's too busy looking at Krishna's youthful pastimes. I haven't heard a word about that, getting older. Now she's getting younger, just from relishing the pastimes of the Lord. Isn't that amazing, Christina? Remember that complaint? I remember that. Oh, I'm getting older. Oh, no more. Never hear a peep about that.
No, I have more important things to do right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. More important things. Relishing Krishna's youthfulness. Yeah. Why have I been called by the noble sir? Sutadara. Beloved, you do not know the kind words I'm about to say. Beloved, you do not know the kind words I'm about to say. Nati, now my heart is filled with eagerness to hear these words. Now my heart is filled with eagerness to hear these words. Sutadara. Beloved, listen. Now that springtime is filled with the words of friendly consolation for girls separated from their lovers. Now springtime is filled with words of friendly consolation for girls separated from their lovers and fainting from a breeze touched by the snake braids of the Malayan hill breasts of the splendid girl of the personified southern direction. Yeah. Now that springtime is filled with words of friendly consolation for girls separated from their lovers and fainting from a breeze touched by the snake braids in the Malayan hills breasts of the splendid girl of the personified southern direction, now herself separated from her lover, the youthful sun. And now that the white flower of the moon has bloomed, and now that the white flower of the moon has bloomed, and now that the budding stars are like great new round pearls in the splendid forest in the sky, and now that the vines of restless sidelong glances of girls jealously looking for their lost lovers have blossomed, now I can properly glorify that person whose milk ocean heart is a proper home for the passionate lover. Uh, 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 Text 12. King Pataparudra, by hearing whose name the Yavana king Sekaradara hides in a cave. Krishna. Whew. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Yeah, okay. Very. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. So, Christina, you want to read us something?
I was muted.
I'm getting too stoned to do anything more. This is, it gets more and more deep. It's wonderful. You know, it's like endless ocean. I love it, man. It's so, yeah. It's so nice to see you guys are happy with this too. You know, you're all, you know, relishing this deepening with Krishna. You know, this. It's like we're back, you know, 550 years ago when the devotees were, you know, relishing. Like, and what a precedent, huh? There, Karuna. What a great precedent. It's getting very attractive. Yeah. All right. You did great service today, Sachi. Thank you. Ah. Ah. So what are you going to read us today there?
I have no idea. I have two books here. I can read a little bit.
Okay.
When I woke up this morning, I thought, no, I'm still sick. I cannot do anything.
Yeah.
But, you know, then I saw you, all beautiful souls on the screen, and prayed to Krishna, and then I was gone.
He gave you energy.
Yeah, I forget about it.
Yeah.
Somehow. Yeah. And Krishna is my shelter.
Yeah.
No matter what. I have two books here.
Okay.
And I think I continue reading from the dancing.
Does anybody find Christina's microphone muffled?
Let's see. I think it's pretty good. I think her microphone's. Let's see. Keep talking there, Christina. Let's check it.
Yeah, I hope I might. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you. I think it's good enough. Yeah, it's
okay. It's not clear. Yeah.
No, it is clear. It's clear.
Okay.
It's okay.
Yeah. Hare Krishna. Yeah. This is all I can do.
I think you're doing great. Go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah. Krishna. Thank you. Let me start. To say that I'm very, very grateful. I'm very grateful to be in this Sangha with all the beautiful souls, especially those who have the intimate relationship with Sri Krishna and everybody else who is favorable to Krishna. I offer my obeisances to all the intimate devotees, but let me start to offer my obeisances to my spiritual master, Srila. Srila Gaura Haridas Maharaj, to whom I thank my life, because from him the prema is emanating. From him the life is coming. He is the way, he is the door. And I entered that door. And I found a life. And even though I sometimes am very stupid, I ask Krishna to forgive me for when I deviate or when I do stupid things. But I know that's only for my best, because Krishna, he is my shelter and he never lets me down. Every time I go to him, he is blessing me abundantly. He's opening his arms and welcoming me and blessing me. So I offer my respectful obeisances to Sri Krishna, my one and only friend in this world, and my guru and the intimate devotees. Thank you, Krishna. Thank you, Sri Chaitanya, Radharani, the embodiment of pure love. I offer my obeisances unto you, Radharani. Yeah, and I want to share a dream I had. It was the devotional tree of the tree of devotional service from the Lord Chaitanya tree with beautiful fruits on it. And it was a dream, and it comes back that Krishna is lying on that tree and relaxed and happy. He's lying there on the tree, being happy. And I can visit Krishna also there. Today it was even that in the form, me in the form of Radharani could go to Krishna on the tree. I don't know, it's just a dream, but it's beautiful. And I like to share it. And Johan once said, dreams that keep coming back, pay attention to these dreams. And this one keeps coming back. Krishna being happy on top of the devotional tree, and Radharani being with him there too. Yeah. I offer my respectful obeisances to Sri Advaita Acharya, Sri Vasari Gora Bhakta Vrinda, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Advaita Gadadhara, Sri Vasari Gora Bhakta Vrinda, Goranga. Yeah. So I'm going to read from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila, Volume 3. You know, the chanting was beautiful, full of ecstasy, and it's beautiful to chant with Guru and with all of you, and with Krishna, of course, who is there. But after that ecstasy, many times I experience peace. It's a peace of being drunken after having had a good drink and a good meal. So it's like how I'm feeling now, peacefully. Hare Krishna. And it's a different peace that Guru talked about yesterday. That's it's not to be compared. This is the real peace. This is Hare Krishna. I just wait because I had something else to say. Hare Krishna. Yeah. Yeah, it's just that I realized that Krishna makes me see that I'm like him, likewise, that we talked about yesterday, likewise. And he made me see today again. And I become to understand more because of that. I understand more because of that, how I function in this world. Or better said, don't function. Because I'm in this world and more discovering that I'm not of this world. And that my real home is with Krishna and the devotees. And anything else deviated or berifted, I don't know the English word, from that is an illusion. And sometimes the lessons are hard to see that. But in this Kuru Sadhu Shastra Sangha, we are very safe, and Krishna is embracing us, and Krishna is teaching us, and Krishna is deepening the relationship with him more and more. And that's really very beautiful, even though it can be hard sometimes when you need to learn, but it deepens the relationship always. I'm very grateful. So I start to read at text 127. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu spoke thus to Lord Jagannatha. You are the same Krishna. You are the same Krishna, and I am the same Radharani. We are meeting again in the same way that we met in the beginning of our lives. Although we are both the same, my mind is still attracted to Vrindavana Dhamma. I wish that you will please again appear with your lotus feet in Vrindavana. I wish that you will please again appear with your lotus feet in Vrindavan. In Kurukshetra, there are crowds of people, elephants and horses, and also the rattling of chariots. But in Vrindavana, but in Vrindavana there are flower gardens. In Vrindavana there are flower gardens. And the humming of the bees. There are flower gardens and the humming of the bee. There are flower gardens. There are flower gardens and the humming of the bees, which are the gopis, of course. and chirping of the birds of freedom, can be heard. Here in Kurukshetra, you are dressed like a royal prince, accompanied by great warriors, but in Vrindavana you appeared just like an ordinary cowherd boy. You appear just like an ordinary cowherd boy, accompanied only by your beautiful flute. Accompanied only by your beautiful flute. And you know, it's the same here in this Sangha, our Guru just appearing ordinary dressed, not with a lot of crowns and jewels and external beauty, but just ordinary dressed, but accompanied with his beautiful flute. And that, I don't know what I'm saying, but anyway, the beautiful flute, the real richness is the richness of the heart where Krishna is seated. The real richness is Krishna's breath going through the flute of the devotee, making transcendental sounds. That's the real richness. And that's just exactly written here, what Guru always says. Don't be blind, staring at blind gurus with a lot of external pride and beauty and clothes and jewels and crowns. Because if you think that that's richness, you're still blind at heart. Here we see with transcendental eyes, with Krishna's lotus flower eyes, we can see the beauty. We can see the beauty of the transcendental mellows. We can see the beauty of bhakti. We can see the beauty of Radharani. And it's here in this Sangha available, as you can see. Here, there is not even a drop of the ocean of transcendental happiness that I enjoyed with you in Vrindavana. Yeah, but that is now in the book what I'm reading. I therefore request you to come to Vrindavana and enjoy pastimes with me. If you do so, my ambition will be fulfilled. And this is the right place to be. This Sangha is like Vrindavana. I have already described in brief Srimati Radharani's statement from Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimati Radharani's statement from Srimad Bhagavatam. In that ecstatic mood, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu recited many other verses. In that ecstatic mood, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu recited many other verses, but people in general could not understand their meaning. The meaning of those verses was known to Svarupa Damodara Goswami. Yeah, wow, so beautiful this. Yeah, and it is when you don't have the Lord awoken in your heart, when you don't have that intimate relationship awoken, then you cannot understand the deep meaning of the verses. But Swarupa Damodara Goswami, Swarupa Damodara Goswami, Swarupa Damodara Goswami. He knows these verses, but he did not reveal it. However, Sri Rupa Goswami has broadcast the meaning. While dancing, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu began to recite the following verse, which he tasted in the association of Swarupa Damodara Goswami. While dancing, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu began to recite the following verse, which he tasted in the association of Swarupa Damodara Goswami. The gopi spoke thus, "Dear Lord, dear Lord, whose navel is just like a lotus flower, your lotus feet, your lotus feet are the only shelter for those who have fallen into the deep well of material existence." Your lotus feet are the only shelter, my dear Lord, for those who have fallen into the deep well of material existence. Yeah, I'm back. I continue. So I left off with the lotus feet of Krishna. Your feet are worshipped and
Road runner, road runner, road runner, road runner.
I'm back. I can. Hello, Mary, everybody, and who else is there? It's Madusa. I think Madusa and Tom and Lalita and River Karuna. Oh, I think we have lost Guru in this moment. Ah, and another. Oh, Guru is still there. I didn't know. I hope you can hear me. Your feet. Yeah, we were knocked off by the internet. So try to continue the reading.
Yeah, it's working good now.
Okay.
Yeah, I just went to the bathroom. That's all.
Oh.
Nature
Okay.
calls.
Yeah, has to be done. Yeah. So your lotus feet, Sri Krishna, are the only shelter for those who have fallen into the deep well of material existence. Your feet are worshipped and meditated upon by great mystic yogis and highly learned philosophers. We wish that though these lotus feet may also be awakened within our hearts, although we are only ordinary persons engage in household affairs. We wish that these lotus feet may also be awakened within our hearts. Although we are only ordinary persons engaged in household affairs. Speaking in the mood of Srimati Radharani, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, for most people, the mind and heart are one, but because my mind is never separated from Vrindavana. My mind is never separated from Vrindavana. I consider my mind and Vrindavana. I consider my mind and Vrindavana to be one. My mind is already Vrindavana. And since you like Vrindavana, will you please place your lotus feet there? I would deem that your full mercy, I would deem that your full mercy. Yeah, I read it again. Speaking in the mood of Srimati Radharani, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, for most people the mind and heart are one, but because my mind is never separated from Vrindavana, I consider my mind and Vrindavana to be one. That's so beautiful. I consider my mind and Vrindavana to be one. My mind is already Vrindavana. And since you like Vrindavana, will you please, place your lotus feet there? I would deem that your full mercy. Yeah, that's beautiful. Yeah. Only Krishna, only wanting Krishna. Wanting to be absorbed by Krishna's full mercy. My dear Lord, kindly hear my true submission. My dear Lord, kindly hear my true submission. My home is Vrindavana, and I wish your association there. But if I do not get it, but if I do not get it, if I do not get it, then it will be very difficult for me to keep my life. But if I do not get, But if I do not get it, if I do not get it, then it will be very difficult for me to keep my life. It will be very difficult for me to keep my life. And that's the truth. Because this is so true. There is no life. There is no life. There is no life. I can fully relate to this verse. What else do I have to add to this verse? Because it's so conclusive. How can I keep my life? There is no life without the mercy and the blessing of Sri Chaitanya, Krishna, Radharani. Oh. That's the real life. I love this verse. I can read it again over and over. But if I do not get it, my Lord, then it will be very difficult for me. Yeah, Lord, it will be very difficult for me to keep my life. Yeah. Yeah. My dear Krishna, formerly, when you were staying in Mathura, you sent Uddhava to teach me speculative knowledge and mystic yoga. Now you yourself are speaking the same thing, but my mind doesn't accept it. There is no place in my mind for Jnana Yoga or Jnana Yoga, although you know me very well, you are still instructing me in Jnana Yoga and Jnana Yoga. It is not right for you to do so. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu continued. I would like to withdraw my consciousness from you and engage it in material and engage it in material activities, but even though I try, I cannot do so. I am naturally inclined to you only. Your instructions for me to meditate on you are therefore simply ludicrous. In this way, you are killing me. It is not very good for you to think of me as a candidate for your instructions. The gopis are not like the mystic yogis. They will never be satisfied simply by meditating on your lotus feet and imitating the so-called yogis. Teaching the gopis about meditation is another kind of duplicity. when they are instructed to undergo mystic yoga practice, they are not at all satisfied. On the contrary, they become more and more angry with you. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu continued, the gopis have fallen into the great ocean of separation and are being devoured by the Timingila fish, or their ambition to serve you. They're being devoured by the Timingila fish of their ambition to serve you. The gopis are to be delivered from the mouths of these Timingila fish, for they are pure devotees. Since they have no material conception of life, why should they aspire for liberation? The gopis do not want that liberation desired by yogis and jnanis, for they are already liberated from the ocean of material existence. So they want more, you understand? They want a bhakti. It is amazing that you have forgotten the lands of Vrindavana. And how is it that you have forgotten your father and mother and friends? How have you forgotten Govardhana Hill? How have you forgotten Govardhana Hill, the bank of the Yamuna? The bank of the Yamuna and the forest where you enjoyed the Rasa Lila dance. How have you forgotten Govardhana Hill, the bank of the Yamuna and the forest where you enjoyed the Rasa Lila dance? Krishna. It's written here, Krishna. Krishna. Krishna, you. You are certainly a refined gentleman with all good qualities. You are well behaved, soft-hearted, and merciful. Krishna likes this. He enjoys this. You are well behaved. Yeah, yeah. Soft-hearted and merciful. I know that there is not even a tingle of fault to be found in you. Krishna. Yet your mind does not even remember the inhabitants of Vrindavana. Your mind does not even remember the inhabitants of Vrindavana. This is only my misfortune and nothing else. I do not care for my personal unhappiness. But when I see the morose face of Mother Yasoda and the hearts of all the inhabitants of Vrindavana breaking because of you. Oh God. I even lost my bead bags. They fell on the floor. Oh God. Oh my God. Oh, how beautiful is this? I do not care for my personal unhappiness. But when I see the morose face of Mother Yasoda and the hearts of all the inhabitants of Vrindavana breaking because of you, Krishna, I wonder whether you want to kill them all, or do you want to enliven them by coming there? Why are you simply keeping them alive instead of suffering? The inhabitants of Vrindavana do not want you dressed like a prince, nor do they want you to associate with great warriors in a different country. They cannot leave the land of Vrindavana, and without your presence, they are all dying. It's great. They don't want to associate with you. They don't want you to associate with great warriors in a different country. They don't want you to. They cannot leave the land of Vrindavana. And without your presence, they're all dying. What is their condition to be? My dear Krishna, my dear Krishna, you are the life and soul of Vrindavana Dhamma. You are especially the life of Nanda Maharaj. You are the only opulence in the land of Vrindavana. You're the only opulence. And that's so true. In the land of Vrindavana. And you are very merciful. Please, please come and let all the residents of Vrindavana live. Kindly keep your lotus feet again in Vrindavana. After hearing Srimati Radharani's statement, yeah, this is beautiful. After hearing Srimati Radharani's statements, she's calling Krishna, Lord Krishna's love for the inhabitants of Vrindavana was evoked, and his body and mind became very much perturbed after hearing of their love for him. He immediately thought himself to be always indebted to the residents of Vrindavana. See how powerful Srimati Radharani is. Then Krishna began to pacify Srimati Radharani as follows. My dearest Srimati Radharani, my dearest Srimati Radharani, please hear me. I am speaking the truth. I cry day and night simply upon remembering all your inhabitants of Vrindavana. No one knows how unhappy this makes me. Sri Krishna continued, all the inhabitants of Vrindavana Dham, my mother, father, cowherd boyfriends, and everything else are like my life and soul. Like we are the life and soul of Sri Krishna, and Krishna is our life and soul. And among all the inhabitants of Vrindavana, the gopis are my very life and soul. And among the gopis, you, Srimati Radharani, are the sheep. Oh wow, that's this love and ecstasy. You are the sheep among the gopis. Therefore, you are the very life of my life. You see, the ecstasy of the gopis, which is Radharani, is the life of Sri Krishna. Hare Krishna is the life of Sri Krishna. And Krishna is their life. Yeah, so I think this is maybe a good verse to end the reading for today. And yeah, I'm very happy that I could do the service, that Krishna and everybody allowed me to do the service, because that's the only happiness, that's the only truth in this world. So I thank you very much. especially my guru.
You're welcome. I'm truly sorry, though, that you were so unhappy during the reading. Such deep sadness periodically. But then I noticed you had some high spots where you started laughing very like you were also happy.
Yeah.
So I felt hopeful that your mood you'd be sick.
Yeah, man.
Isn't that amazing? This is Vrindavan. You know, the Lord is showing Vrindavan. This has been the secret for 4,320,000,000 years. And he's out there showing. Even, look at this. Christina never did a hard course in sadhana bhakti. Doesn't that make you jealous, man? There, Karuna Sindhu, all those chanting you did. And this little newcomer comes here and is relishing mellows already.
Yeah, man. Hare Krishna.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
you know, Guru, what was so amazing, like in the story, I got really angry.
Yeah, I
It
noticed.
was Krishna angry or whatever, angry.
Yeah.
Really, it was ooh.
Yeah.
And there are all these leelas coming through,
Yeah.
and that's wow, you're so
Yeah.
powerful and
Yeah. Yeah. You identify with these transcendental moods. And it's sometimes people they think this is weird, you know, because it's like, why is she so angry? You know? But you know, it's transcendental. You see, when you read Lord Chaitanya, he's in that mood. He's like you're becoming like that. Relishing mellows. I mean, this is great. You're very fortunate, you know, and anybody who associates with people like you, with rare persons, are very fortunate too, because they will get purified really quick. Yeah. So I'm really happy to see that happening here. This is how we're building a transcendental army here, you know? And everybody benefits from even devotees who are developing ecstatic love. You know, everybody benefits. The world benefits. We benefit. That means Krishna's coming through stronger, more. You know, and that's the only thing that's going to save the world, is to bring Krishna here in his transcendental potency. Otherwise, he's not concerned with this world. This is nothing. This is, you know, it's like a little mustard seed in a huge, you know, so it's the only the devotees capture his attention, you know. Then he looks over here and everything gets blessed and blissed. Yeah, so it's so we're fortunate to be like the core, you know, where this is, you know, the heating up core, right? Yeah, Amen knows. He understands all this stuff. Yeah. So who wants to go next? Oh, Karuna? All right, go for it, man. You're on.
Yeah. Rama.
So who wants to go next?
Hare Krishna. I think your microphone is...
Yeah, it's muted. Okay, you're the star of the show, man. There you go. Oh, wrong star. There you go.
Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Shri Advaita Chandra Jaya. Oh yeah, Shri Gaur Haridas Ki Jaya, Shri Prabhupada Ki Jaya, Gaur Premanandi Hari Bol. Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 9? No. What is Canto 9? No, Canto 2. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Srila Gaura Haridas Iti Namine Namaste Prabhupada Deve Gauravani Pacharine Nirvishesha Shanyavadi Narajagata Yatarine Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Srimad Bhagavatam Canto 2 Chapter 1. Text 1. The Lord in the Heart. Sri Sukadev Goswami said, formerly, prior to the manifestation of the cosmos, Lord Brahma, by meditating on the Virat Rupa, regained his lost consciousness by appeasing the Lord. Thus, he was able to rebuild the creation as it was before. There's a huge long purport explaining why Lord Brahma lost his consciousness due to meditating on the Virat Rupa. But if you care, I shall read it on, or if not, we'll skip on to the next text. What do you feel?
Do what you want.
Jai. Thank you, Srila Haridas. In more ways than one. The example cited herein of Sri Bhara Maharaj, okay. The example cited herein of Sri Bharmaj is one of the forgetfulness. Brahmaji, the example cited herein of Sri Brahmaji is one of forgetfulness. Brahmaji is the incarnation of one of the mundane attributes of the Lord. Being the incarnation of the passion mode of material nature, he is empowered by the Lord to generate the beautiful material manifestation. Yet due to his being one of the numerous living entities, he is apt to forgetting the art of his creative energy. This forgetfulness of the living being begins from Brahma down to the lowest insignificant ant, is a tendency which can be counteracted by meditation on the Virat Rupa of the Lord. This chance is available in the human form of life, and if a human being follows the instructions of the Srimad Bhagavatam and begins to meditate on the Virat Rupa, then revealing of his pure consciousness and counteraction of the tendency to forget his eternal relationship with the Lord can follow simultaneously. And as soon as this forgetfulness is removed, the Vyasana Buddhi, one-pointed, as mentioned here and in the Bhagavad Gita 2:41, also follows at once. This ascertained knowledge of the living being leads to loving service of the Lord, which the living being requires. The kingdom of God is unlimited. Therefore, the number of the assisting hands of the Lord are also unlimited. The Bhagavad Gita 13:14 asserts that the Lord has his hands, legs, eyes, and mouth in every nook and corner of his creation. This means that the expansions of differentiated parts and parcels called jivas or living entities are assisting hands of the Lord, and all of them are meant for rendering particular patterns of service to the Lord. The conditioned soul even in the position of Brahma, forgets by the influence of illusory material energy generated out of false egoism. One can counteract such false egoism by evoking God consciousness. Liberation means getting out of the slumber of forgetfulness and becoming situated in the real loving service of the Lord, as exemplified in the case of Brahma. The service of Brahma is the sample of service in liberation, distinguished from the so-called altruistic services, full of mistakes and forgetfulness. Liberation is never in action, but service without human mistake. Liberation is never in action, but service without human mistakes. Text 2. The way of presentation of the Vedic sounds is so bewildering that it directs the intelligence of the people to meaningless things like the heavenly kingdoms. The conditioned souls hover in dreams of such heavenly illusory pleasures, but actually they do not relish any tangible happiness in such places. The way of presentation of the Vedic sounds is so bewildering that it directs the intelligence of the people to meaningless things like the heavenly kingdoms. The way of presentation. The way of presentation of the Vedic sounds is so bewildering that it directs the intelligence of the people to meaningless things like the heavenly kingdoms. Well, they obviously didn't listen to Srila Gaura Haridas as he was explaining all this, did they? The Vedas are quite clear. And if you get bewildered by this knowledge, well, but how can you get bewildered? Once you got a spiritual master who's bona fide in the line of the parampara, these books sing to us. We don't have to make any. I mean, they sang anyway. Prabhupada is here in these books translating and helping us understand this. So if we grasp this, all the rest is gravy. Hare Krishna. The conditioned souls hover in dreams of such heavenly illusory pleasures, but actually they do not relish any tangible happiness in such places. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. I really wish we were all together in a room so we could sing. I really wish we could all just sing together. Well, we can. We are in a kind of disjointed way, but we have this space of sadhu sangha. We have this space, and in this space, and even when this class is over, we're what's that stuff they put on frying pans? The black stuff so things don't stick. Titanium? Is that what it's called? Yeah. It's nodding his head. It's titanium.
You can write Bill Gates a letter and ask him to stop this bullshit that he's instigating here.
Get off the phone. Stop watching that stuff, you.
Tell him stop that plan, man. We don't need this thing. Get back to normal. We want to be back to normal.
Don't listen. Be serious now. Come on. Don't put us off down that trip. Let's stay in that concept. I'm sorry I opened my mouth. It's my fault.
It's your fault. You got me going. You got me going on that one.
Text 3. For this reason, the enlightened person should endeavor only for the minimum necessities of life. Why? Did you laugh? Did someone laugh? Oh, Jesus. I'm not playing.
This is the bus I'm thinking of getting.
I
What do you
don't care. You're interrupting my flow.
think? Sorry about that. Go ahead.
Take your van with the sun dump, man. It's a camouflage, so they can't find you in the forest.
Right, exactly, camouflaged. It's called the party bus, man.
You will. I just realized how loud you were, Maharaj, when you came here. How loud you were.
Yeah,
4 o'clock in the morning.
yeah.
I can't even do that now at what time is it? 2:30 in the afternoon. I can't do that. If I did that, there'd be helicopters coming down on top of me.
Well, actually, we pulled it off nice here. It wasn't too loud. It worked. It's still it worked. The ecstasy was there. Krishna was pleased. Devotees were pleased. Everything was working good.
But it was rocket fuel. Every morning was just like a towering inferno downstairs.
Yeah.
That's why you're in a camper van up the mountains. You couldn't live in suburban India or America.
Yeah. I got to get another vehicle because I sold that trailer yesterday because I need to condense everything into one vehicle.
Yeah. That's
my
best.
God. It's nice. It was nice, but it got to have a car, a big truck to pull it and use gas and everything. So now I'm homeless again. Well, I got Sachi's place here today, so that's nice. I'm looking for a little schoolie like this.
How expensive? Oh, if you wanted to fly to Florida, would you have to get the?
No, you just have to put a mask on right now.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah, it's
you
not.
Go to Florida and pick up the camper van you left over there.
No. That's that's gone. That's sold already.
Oh, did you get the money for it?
Of course.
All right. Okay. So camper vans, Key Jai. All right, back to the program. Now, keep your mouth closed. No offense. For this reason, but if anyone wants to say something, please feel free. Don't think this is just like, actually, in fact, unmute your microphone so I know you're listening to me.
Okay, I'm listening.
No, you don't have to listen. But just don't interrupt. Govinda unmute, back to Thomas unmuted, Yamuna unmute, and Christina's gone for
I'm here.
I know, good man.
I was thinking about saying something when you said you are reading about the way. It's about the way we.
When did I say the way?
It was in the text.
Oh my God! Okay.
The way the way we can speak about this, the tune and the pace. I was thinking maybe for me it was much too fast. Your reading.
Yeah. Oh my God!
To really relish the nectar in there, we have to go slow. That's what I was feeling.
Let's do that again.
Just slow down.
Srila Sukadev Goswami. Srila Sukadev Goswami, he spent 16 years in the womb of his mother and didn't want to come out. I think his dad was Vyasadeva. Whatever happened, he spoke the Srimad Bhagavatam to King Parikshit, Sri Sukadev Goswami. Shri, beautiful, Shuka, parrot, Shukadev Goswami, control of the senses. What do parrots do? Parrots parrot. They pick up, they hear exactly what's said, and they can recite it. But But that's not all. They should not just recite it and memorize it, but internalize it. And that's why we're here.
Yes, so we have to go slow. And relish and taste. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. You can easily just repeat some words and repeat it slowly and slowly to let it in really into the transcendental senses.
My ear chakras are tingling.
That's because I'm speaking truth.
Shri Shukadev Vacha. No, said Shri Shukadev Goswami. Srila Sukadev Vacha. Evam Puradharanyatayar Nashtitam Smriti Pratishtita Tata Savedam Ogatir Yatapati Yuko Betihi. Shri Sukadev Goswami said, there's a reason that Sri Sukadev didn't mention the word Radharani any time during the recitation of the Srimad Bhagavatam. The reason would be he had 7 days to get this message into King Parikshit's head. And if he once tripped over the holy name of Radharani, he may not have ever finished the book. And King Parikshit may not ever have become to perfect human existence.
My focus is still with the word Shri. Yeah? Going Shri, Shri, Shri. And I feel appreciation in that one word. Just appreciation in that one word. Shri, Shri, Shri. And there is the transcendental quality in that one word, in that one taste. You can taste, we can taste Shri, appreciation, deeper, deeper. I didn't hear the other words. Just Shri, Shri, Shri. So this is where this is my yes. Hare Krishna.
Ooh. Oh, I sound like Johan now. Oh, Shri, oh, Shri, 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 Shri. Say Shri, Yamuna.
I am saying it.
I can't hear you.
Shri,
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 Shri.
Shri. Say it at the same time. Let's all say it.
Okay, we'll do it for like 5 seconds. Shri.
Shri, 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 Shri. Wow, Shri. Shri.
Okay. Shri Sukadev Goswami said, formerly, prior to the manifestation of the cosmos, Lord Brahma, by meditating on the Virat Roop, regained his lost consciousness by appeasing the Lord. Shri.
Shri, Shri.
Oh. Was that you shaking the caravan? Oh, you're not in the caravan. You're in your house. Who is making that shaky noise? Is that somebody working in the house? Oh yeah, upstairs.
They're,
Fixing the
they're renovating all the stuff here. Getting new windows and doors. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shri. Whoa. To appreciate the transcendental senses, to appreciate the transcendental realm, Shri, the qualities of Krishna, the real qualities, to realize the real senses. Shri. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door.
Confirmation. Yamuna will be jumping at the window.
Right.
Confirmed.
I didn't hear that. Are you going to read?
Yes, thank you. Thank you. The way of presentation of the Vedic sounds is so bewildering that it directs the intelligence of people to meaningless things like the heavenly kingdom. So, in fact, that's why Vyasadeva was so upset about writing the whole Srimad Bhagavatam, because he never gave them the transcendental. In fact, most of Srimad Bhagavatam is basically about the demigods and Vishnu, and occasionally Krishna comes in to save the day. And he felt he had let them down. He felt, I've let down the jivas. I need to give them the highest knowledge. I need to give them Goloka Vrindavan. I need to give them Radha and Krishna and the gopis and the Rasa Leela. And that's why Prabhupada made sure that he would get to the 10th canto of the Srimad Bhagavatam. So he wrote the Krishna book, which allowed the jivas, all you guys out there.
What you're doing right now is empathizing. Can you also do the opposite, like feel, taste, feel what's happening inside of your consciousness? What's happening in you, Karuna?
Shri.
Yes, appreciate your own, to appreciate the core of your own heart, your true feelings. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Oh.
Namo Vishwadaya Krishmastaya Bhutale Shimate Bhaktivedanta Shilagora Dasi Tinamane Namaste Prabhupada Devi Gauravani Pacharani Nirvishesha Shunivani Narjagataya Taide.
How does that feel?
Pretty much it feels right. It feels confident, it feels bold, it feels strong, it feels excited, it feels excited. It feels enthusiastic, feeling of then a feeling of desperation or sadness or melancholy or helplessness, tinged with then understanding. Oh, Tom, don't ask me these very difficult long questions, because I guess
Please do Shri again, and then Tell me about what you feel. Voila.
Just like that female Ganesh doesn't, the Shakti version of the female doesn't mind, doesn't give a if you see 1K. No fear. Knows everything. Chit is there. Ananda is there. And Sat is always there. In fact, yeah, understanding of Shri. The conditioned souls hover in dreams of such heavenly illusory pleasures, but actually they do not relish any tangible happiness in such places. For this reason, the enlightened person should endeavor only for the minimum necessities of life, which in the world of names should be intelligently fixed, and never endeavor for unwanted things, being competent to perceive partial. Oh my God, practically. I read English. I'm an English reader, and I'm having problems reading this English. And I'm from Ireland, and we got conquered by the English a long, long time ago, and our first language is English. I'm having problems reading this, so please forgive me.
You are not from Ireland. You are from Vrindavan. Come on.
Yeah, but they don't speak English in Vrindavan.
Oh yes, they speak They speak everything.
Yeah,
Don't identify with. Don't let it go. Don't identify. Forget about identifying with being Irish.
I'm frustrated. I want to get this word right. I want to read the word properly. I'm frustrated.
Properly, that's when you're laughing. That's properly.
Shri! For
Shri!
the Srila Gaura Das is engrossed by Srila Gaura Das is engrossed in buying his little military camper van. Look at him. Go on, back at it there. Get a good one. And not too expensive. His fuel is going to go crazy, Maharaj. You drive that thing up far away and just park it somewhere and never drive it again. And we'll get a cable from Sachi's house up the mountainside so you can keep broadcasting. Or get a solar generator. Just drive into the forest. They're gonna anyway. If they get you, they get you. Just keep chanting. We all know that. You don't have to advise Maharaj. Just a little bit of mechanical tips. Contact the UFOs and tell them we're going to broadcast an ecstatic Japa class in 5 seconds, right? If they're listening. Rendezvous, Sugar Harry Das's house in Arizona, Tucson, and just zero in that area and just suck up Janaki and Maharaj and all of us, just suck us all up. We all have a kirtan with ET. So we're here, we're waiting. I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting. For this reason, the enlightened person should endeavor only for minimum necessities. Okay, we read that. He should be intelligently fixed and never endeavor for unwanted things. It's very important that Srila Hari Das gets his ass out of Tuscan, okay? Get out of there, Maharaj. You go mad, you'll drive the cat's madder. Being competent to perceive practically all such endeavors are merely hard labor for nothing. Yes. What's that? What? What are you laughing at? So
You're
we go.
giving the answers yourself, but you don't hear.
Who are you talking?
You are appreciating the mundane things about the car, and then you're reading a sentence like we should not appreciate those things. So it's very funny what you're doing.
And 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 I just read it because like the way of presentation of the Vedic sounds is so bewildering that it directs the intelligence of people to meaningless things like the heavenly kingdoms. I mean, we could go to the heavenly kingdoms, and people think that, oh yeah, I'll gladly go to hell and preach Krishna consciousness. That's easy. Imagine going to heaven and preaching Krishna consciousness.
I don't understand what you mean.
You go to
Yeah.
hell. You go to hell and you try and tell anybody that this is temporary and you're not this ethereal body being burned, but you're a spirit soul in relationship with God. They would set you up in the Hilton and have thousands of people just to hear this, and before you knew it, there'd be a mass.
I don't need to go to hell. I'm already in hell, and I don't need to go to heaven because it's already here. I don't need to go.
No, but the Vedas distract people to meaningless things like the heavenly kingdoms. And hellish kingdoms. Why would the Vedas be distracting us? Because Maharaj is buying a mundane car, but it's a transcendental car, because everything he does is transcendental. So it's a spiritual vehicle. It's like a Garuda. That's what we name the car Garuda. Oh, yes. Yes. Shri. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu staggered madly down the beach of Orissa because he saw this big hill that looked like Govardhan, and he was imagining his beloved little little Shyamasundara, little Madhur butter thief boy, little flute playing blue, dark blue, like a thundercloud, dark, with his bright yellow, dhoti floating in the wind, and him there blown on the fifth note on top of Govardhan, and Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was absolutely shattered into 1,000 pieces, strewn across the beach, drooling into the sand, eyes rolled back, sand in behind his eyes, in his ears, up his nose, in a mess, and the Panchatattva chasing after him, going, "Oh, he's gone again! He's gone again! Oh no!" But sure, they had a great kirtan on the beach. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And then these lads be walking past the Panchatattva going, "What are you doing? We're just putting God back together again." Oh, that's cool, yeah. And that works. Seems to. Deadly. All right. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Rama, Hare Hare. Ammon, unmute your microphone for the love of God. Come on, Ammon, go in there, unmute your microphone, get a bit of my God in the speakers there. Don't be shy.
They keep freezing.
Was that?
Maybe the
Oh,
signal's not.
Was that you, Tom, with the funny laser gun in the background?
Oh my God, in speakers
Oh,
there.
you're alive!
Don't be shy.
They keep freezing.
What was that laser beam sound?
Was that?
Maybe the signal's not.
Was that you, Tom, with the funny laser gun in the background? Oh my God, in speakers there. Don't be shy.
We've got a loop going
They
on.
keep freezing.
Hare Krishna, Hare
What was
Krishna,
that
Krishna
laser beam
Krishna,
sound?
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Was that you, Tom, with the funny laser gun in the background? Oh my God, in speakers there. Don't be shy.
We've got a loop going
They
on.
keep freezing.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Yay! We got one loop. We got one loop. Nice one, Govinda. See, musical genius. You could never tell by the way he plays the cartons. No what? We see you, Govinda.
Lower sound.
We hear you. It's great.
It's a lower sound on here. Our microphone's not working very loud on this one. So we're on two
It's clear,
devices.
we can
That's
hear
what the
them.
feedback was. Okay, but we can't
Hare
hear you very
Krishna.
loudly. So we might have to mute it again and go back to the other one. We'll see how it goes.
Hare Krishna.
Okay. Hare Krishna.
Somebody come on.
Hare Krishna.
See how it goes. Hare Krishna.
Hey, Krishna, Krishna.
See if you can. I can't hear. Can you hear me?
Krishna, Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Rama Rama Rama. Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Rama Rama. Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Rama Rama. Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Rama Rama. Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Take it straight. Just go straight. Yeah. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama
Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hariva! Srila Gaura Harida, Srila Gaura Harida, Srila Gaura Harida, Srila Gaura Harida. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Jaya Jaya Shri
Rama Hare Rama, Rama
Jaya Shri
Hare Hare.
Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Shri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gora Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Jaya
Gaura
Shri
Bhakta
Chaitanya
Vrinda.
Jaya Nityananda Jaya Shri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda
Jaya Shri
Jaya Shri
Chaitanya
Advaita Chandra Jaya Gora Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Shri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Shri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gora Bhakta Vrinda.
Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela chapter 21 verse 100. Sorry, verse 99. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu described the opulence and spiritual potencies of Sri Krishna in this way, there was an awakening of love of Krishna within him. His mind was immersed in the sweetness of conjugal love, and he quoted the following verse from the Srimad Bhagavatam.
When Sri Chaitanya.
Whoa! When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Go on, you say it.
When Shri Chaitanya.
Once is enough, Tom. Thank you. Just once, Tom. Just that's be fine. Mahaprabhu. Everybody, Mahaprabhu.
What's
Say
happening?
Mahaprabhu for God's sake.
Mahaprabhu.
Describe the opulences
Describe the opulences
and spiritual potencies
and spiritual potencies
of Krishna in this way.
of Krishna in this way.
There was an awakening of love of Krishna.
There was an awakening of love of Krishna
Within him.
within him.
His mind was immersed in the sweetness of conjugal love.
His mind was immersed in the sweetness of conjugal love.
And he quoted the following verse from the Srimad Bhagavatam.
And he quoted the following verse from the Srimad Bhagavatam.
Everybody now, everybody.
Spiritual way. Spiritual way.
That's not here, Tom. Tom. Tom.
Tom's gone.
It's not here, Tom.
Tom's in Vrindavan.
Kick him out of my class. Get him out.
No.
Get him out. He's not following the speaker. You either sit there and shut up and you follow the process, or you get out of my temple.
I'm calling for Major Tom.
Major Tom.
Major Tom not
Who's on that?
interested. Major
That's
Tom
David Bowie.
spiritual way. Major Tom not interested.
Listen, you rascal. You listen to this and you listen to it good. And when I say stop, you stop. And when I say go, you go. Because Shilagor Haridas is giving me the Vyasasan right now while he's looking for a van. So you don't be chiming in spiritual way and throw me off keister. Yeah. Come on. Time, place, and circumstance. Right. But you just tell that Tom to hold his horns in there.
Tim. I was calling him Tim actually.
Tim, no.
He's a bird.
This is Lashima Magwatam. To exhibit the strength of his own spiritual potency.
To exhibit his strength of his own spiritual potency.
Lord Krishna manifested a suitable form.
Can you say that again, please?
Lord Krishna manifested a suitable form.
Lord Krishna manifested a suitable form.
Just for his pastimes in the material world.
Just for his pastimes in the material world.
This form was wonderful.
This form was wonderful.
Even for him.
Even for him.
Oh. And was the supreme abode of wealth, of good fortune.
What was the first word?
And was the supreme abode.
And was the supreme abode.
Of the wealth of good fortune.
Of the well of good fortune.
Its limbs were so beautiful.
Its limbs were so beautiful.
What was that?
It's somebody's car alarm.
Here.
Yeah, I have the window open.
Okay. Jesus. So the word here is its limbs were so beautiful, but we're speaking about God, his form. There is no difference between God's form and himself. So why would they say its limbs? His limbs were so beautiful. His limbs were so beautiful. His limbs were so beautiful.
His limbs were so beautiful.
That they increased the beauty of the ornaments.
That they increased the beauty of the ornaments.
Worn on different parts of his body.
Worn on different parts of his body.
Lord Krishna had many pastimes.
Lord Krishna had many pastimes.
Of which his pastimes as a human being.
Of which his pastimes as a human being.
Were the best.
Were the best.
Are the best. Sorry, are the best.
Are the best.
His form as a human being.
His form as a human being.
As a supreme transcendental form. Sorry. Is the supreme transcendental form.
It is the supreme transcendental form.
In this form, he is a cowherd boy.
In this form, he is a cowherd boy.
Govinda!
Govinda! Is that what he said?
He carries a flute in his hand.
He carries a flute in his hand.
And his youth is new.
And his youth is new.
And he is always an expert dancer.
And he's always an expert dancer.
All this is just suitable for his pastimes as a human being.
All this is just suitable for his pastimes as a human being. Was that right?
My dear Sanatan.
My dear Sanatan.
The sweet.
The sweet.
attractive transcendental form of Krishna
attractive transcendental form of Krishna
is so nice.
is so nice.
Just try to understand it.
Just try to understand it.
Even a fractional understanding of Krishna's beauty
Even a fractional understanding of Krishna's beauty
can merge all three worlds
can merge all three worlds
in the ocean of love.
in the ocean of love.
He attracts all living entities
He attracts all living entities
within the three worlds.
within the three worlds.
The transcendental form of Krishna
The transcendental form of Krishna
is shown to the world by Lord Krishna's
is shown to the world by Lord Krishna's
internal spiritual energy,
internal spiritual energy,
which is a transformation
which is a transformation
of pure goodness.
of pure goodness.
This form is manifest
This form is manifest
from Krishna's eternal pastimes.
from Krishna's eternal pastime.
The wonder of Krishna
The wonder of Krishna
in his personal feature
in his personal feature
is so great
is so great
that it attracts even Krishna
that it attracts even Krishna
to taste his own association.
to taste his own association.
Thus, Krishna becomes very eager
Thus, Krishna becomes very eager
to taste that wonder.
to taste that wonder.
Total beauty,
Total beauty,
knowledge,
knowledge,
wealth,
wealth,
strength,
strength,
fame,
Fame,
and renunciation
and renunciation
are the six opulences of Krishna.
of the six opulences of Krishna.
He is eternally situated in his opulence.
He is eternally situated in his opulence.
Ornaments caress that body,
Ornaments caress that body,
but the transcendental body of Krishna is so beautiful
the
but the
transcendental
transcendental body of Krishna is so beautiful
that it beautifies the ornaments he wears.
It beautifies the ornaments.
he wears.
Therefore, Krishna's body
Therefore, Krishna's
body
is said to be the ornament of ornaments.
is said to be the
ornament of ornaments.
Bahu Sanera. Oh my God, I'm sorry. I found a Sanskrit word which means the ornaments, which is Bhu Shanera. Bhushanera. Bhushanera. That's Sanskrit in a Gaelic accent. So bear with me. Therefore, Krishna's body
Krishna's body
is said to be the ornament of ornaments.
Is said to be the ornament of ornaments.
Despite the wonderful beauty of Krishna,
despite the wonderful beauty of
Krishna,
there is his three curved style of standing.
There is his three curved style of standing,
which beautifies that form. Above all these beautiful features,
above all his beautiful features,
Krishna's eyes dance and move obliquely.
Krishna's eyes dance and move
obliquely.
What?
Obliquely.
obliquely. What's that
Obliquely,
mean? Obliquely.
Side to side.
side to side.
Acting like arrows.
Acting like arrows.
Acting like arrows.
To pierce the mind
Pierce the mind
of the gopis.
of the goat.
Oh,
When the arrow succeeds
when the arrow succeeds
succeeds
in hitting its target,
in
in hitting his target,
their minds become agitated.
their minds
minds
become agitated.
agitated.
The beauty of Krishna's body is so attractive.
The
The
beauty
beauty of Krishna's body is so
body
attractive
is so attractive
That it makes the cows dribble milk.
that it makes the cows
cows
dribble milk
dribble milk
Out of their swollen udders.
out of their
out of
swollen
their
udders.
swollen udders.
And Krishna giggles
And Krishna
Giggle
giggles
when he sees the cat lick up the milk.
when he sees the cat lick up the milk.
I put that one in.
I put that one.
I put that one in.
The dancing features of his face.
The dancing features
dancing
of his face.
features of his face.
Surpass all other full moons.
Surpass all
Other full moons.
And expand the marketplace of full moons.
And expand the marketplace of full moons.
Although priceless,
priceless.
Priceless.
He's changing the scriptures. He's changing the scriptures. He's changing the scriptures.
Priceless. Priceless. Shri. Priceless.
the qualities of Krishna's body.
The qualities
The
of
quality
Krishna's
Krishna's
body
Is so perfect
is
so
perfect
that there is no perfection above it.
that
that there is no perfection above it.
He is the immutable mind of all transcendental qualities.
He is the
He is
immutable
the
mind
immutable mind of
all
all
the
transcendental qualities.
The mind, immutable mind.
Tom, I warned you. Hold it in. In his other manifestations
In his other manifestations
and
In his
personal
other
expansions,
did you say and transcendental expansions? That was
These are
bad.
transcendental
probably
expansions.
that sounded right. There is only a partial exhibition of such qualities.
There's only
There
a
is
partial
only
exhibition on
a
such
partial
qualities.
exhibition of these qualities.
We understand all his personal expansions in this way.
We understand all his
All
personal expansions in this way.
Both the gopis and Krishna are complete.
Did you say of the gopis and Krishna are
Both,
complete?
both the gopis and
Both.
Krishna are complete.
Both the
Both the
gopis
gopis
and
and
Krishna
Krishna
are
are complete.
complete.
The gopis' ecstatic love is like a mirror.
Gopis'
Gopis'
ecstatic love
love is
is
like
like a mirror
It becomes newer and newer at every moment.
and becomes newer and
and
newer
newer
at every moment.
ever
And
fresh.
reflects Krishna's body luster and sweetness.
Something
Body
Krishna's
luster.
body, something and sweetness.
Luster and
Can you say
sweetness.
that again?
And reflects Krishna's body luster and sweetness.
And reflects Krishna's body luster and
and
sweetness.
sweetness.
and reflects Krishna's bodily luster and sweetness.
And reflects Krishna's bodily luster and sweetness.
Bodily luster and sweetness.
This completion increases.
This completion increases.
Thus, competition increases.
Thus, competition increases.
Since neither give up. Their pastimes become newer and newer.
Their pastimes become newer and newer.
And both sides continually increase.
And both sides continually increase.
The transcendental mellows. Generated from the dealings between the gopis and Krishna.
Generated between the dealings of the gopis and Krishna.
Cannot be tasted by fruitive activity.
Cannot be tasted
by fruitive activities.
Yogic austerities.
Yogic something austerities.
Speculative knowledge.
Speculative knowledge.
Regulative devotional service.
Regulated devotional service.
Mantra yoga.
Mantra yoga.
Or meditation. This sweetness can be tasted only.
This sweetness can be tasted only
through the spontaneous love.
Through the spontaneous love
of Srila Gaura Haridas.
Of Srila Gaura Haridas.
Of Srila
Gaura Haridas.
Srila Gaura Haridas.
Of Srila Gaura Haridas.
Srila Gaura Haridas.
Srila Gaura Haridas.
Srila Gaura Haridas.
Srila Gaura
Haridas. DJ. Have you found a band now?
Can you start giving out to the sadhus now, please, Maharaj? Can you start shouting at them? It's your cue now.
Start doing what? Shouting at them?
We set you up. You're ready to rock now.
I'm ready to rock. Yeah.
Tree.
My voice just resonated over there in Tucson. Did you see that?
Yeah, amazing.
I heard it actually.
What is his name?
I don't know. Just rambling.
Maharaj, you have to repeat everything that was said.
I'm engrossed in I'm trying to find a house. A moving house.
There's a do you know the saying of the inchworm? He never lets go of the one he's standing on until he has a firm hold of the one that he's holding on to. That's just the inchworm. But you know. Yeah, you have to break some eggs to make an omelet.
Mm-hmm.
I try to find a moving house.
A moving
Don't make a
house.
song like that. Come on. Listen. Yes, Krishna speaks through him, but you don't make a song about he's trying to find a moving house.
Yeah.
I mean, he's empowered. He's empowered, but let's not make songs about his camper van.
Transcendental.
Transcendental camper van.
It's coming his way right now. We're looking for the best deal.
Yeah, there's one in Texas, but I'd have to fly there and then fix it. But unfortunately,
fuck off! Fix it.
Yeah.
Get a good new one. Throw
No,
gel.
well, it's I'm looking for what they call a schoolie, something converted, something kind of funky, funky. It kind of looks like, here's one here, I'll show you what they look like. It looks like this.
Yoicks!
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
looks like a prison van.
Yeah, well, it's a school bus.
Oh, it is a prison van. Or meditation.
Yeah. Yeah. If
They got a bed and a kitchen in and a bathroom.
yeah, it has no
that.
bathroom, but it has a bed and kitchen. I'll show you the picture here.
You don't want to use a bathroom in those things anyway. It just cleans out the whole caravan.
See, it looks like that.
Ooh.
Yeah. It's got a kitchen. Yeah. I usually use the bathroom outside. You just go in the desert.
Or the Denny's. Go to the Denny's toilet.
Yeah. Yeah. By the way, if anybody wants to throw in the donation, we got like 13 people there. If anybody has got any extra cash, I'm open now because it'll probably cost me a little bit more than I thought it was going to do.
Or he just has to stay with Sachi. So everybody, if you give this money, you're breaking Shilagar Haridas away from Sachi, Mary Sachi.
No,
so
not
don't
really.
give any money. He has to stay there with Sachi. He has to stay there with Sachi. What?
You got her attention.
He's never going to break.
What about Arjai's campervan? You could use Arjai's one.
No.
He doesn't need it.
It's not even running anymore.
It's not even running.
Oh,
he didn't
he
start.
didn't maintain it. What a selfish.
He didn't even maintain his body. It's pretty. Anyway, whatever it is. No, we'll get something new. Not new, but used. Just something different.
So remember, everybody, if you donate to this charity, you are taking Shilagar Haridas away from Sachi.
No, he's in Sachi's heart.
Don't you know?
Hey.
Know about the butterfly?
I'm going anyway, so.
You know about the
Whether I
butterfly?
have a campervan or not.
The butterfly flies away but comes back.
Yeah.
Flies away.
Oh, that's him.
That's great. See,
That's
that's
him.
it.
He comes back to heaven.
She knows how it
I've
works.
surrendered to it.
Yeah.
I would have to tie him up.
It's the only way.
Too many images.
Yeah, that is not images. That was not the right words for Karuna.
2 fingers too short.
He's got people to see and places to go and people to meet and preach to and help out.
Oh, there's other invitations.
Yeah, I'm just a rumor.
Invitations?
Is he expected to go anywhere? Are the people going, come to our shed and have a chat?
I think the trees out there, they're like.
And the squirrels and the moose.
Yeah.
And the wildcats.
Mm-hmm.
And the coyotes.
And any people that happen to come along in the meantime.
Where's Janaki?
What about Janaki? She's got a camper van.
She's like right outside here in her camper van.
Of course.
Hey, Janaki.
What about Kamalakanta? Where's Kamalakanta?
I'm not sure if he's still up in northern Arizona where his sister lives. He may be still up there.
Ah! There's my alarm. Now I can wake up and do Mangalarti. Hey, Tom. Do you know why I couldn't get up this morning? My phone was set to AM rather than PM, or PM rather than AM. I was all ready for a whole Samsara Dava, Nishinga prayers, Tulsi prayers, and an hour and 45 minutes of Japa. with Tom and Madam Mongol. If anyone's interested, we'll be on Facebook via SteamYard. SteamYard, yeah, at 4 o'clock GMT, Greenwich Mean Time. So I'll put the invitation out to our group, and I'll probably share it to about 5 million people. And if anyone wants to pop along, you're more than welcome just to sing and chant Hare Krishna in the association of an assembly of devotees. Oh, Krishna. This sweetness of the transcendental mellows generated between the gopis and Krishna can only be tasted through the spontaneous love of liberated persons who chant the holy names with great ecstatic love. Srila Haridas.
Well, that's the whole principle here. We're because we can do that, because it's the Lord is empowering that. That's why this works here, because it's according to the book. According to the realizations of those devotees who were doing like that, then, and so that's happening again now, and it's authorized, and it's working. People are getting it, so it shows it's not mythology. It's actually the verse works when the formula is there. If you have an ecstatic devotee and you follow that formula, people start to enter Vrindavan. They start to get that. Let me look at Christina. She's relishing mellows like of that nature now. So, and others. Anyway, it works.
Jai. Such ecstatic transactions between Krishna and the gopis are only possible in Vrindavan. Which is full of the opulences of transcendental love. Which are full of the opulences of transcendental love. The form of Krishna is the original source of all transcendental qualities.
The form of Krishna is the source of all transcendental qualities.
It is like a mine of gems.
It is like a mine of gems.
The opulence belonging to all the personal expansions of Krishna
The opulence belongs to something expansion of Krishna.
Are to be understood to be bestowed by Krishna. Therefore, Krishna is the original source and shelter of everyone. Beauty, humility, mercy, merit, patience, and expert intelligence are all manifest in Krishna. But besides these, Krishna has other qualities, like good behavior, mildness, and magnanimity. He also performs welfare activities for the whole world. All these qualities are not visible in expansions like Narayan. After seeing Krishna,
After seeing Krishna,
various people criticize
various people criticize
the blinking of their eyes.
the blinking of their eyes.
In Vrindavan especially,
In Vrindavan especially,
all the gopis criticize Lord Brahma
all the gopis criticize Lord Brahma
because of this defect in the eyes.
because of this defect in the eyes.
Then Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu
Then Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu
recited some verses
recited some verses
from Srimad Bhagavatam
the Srimad Bhagavatam,
and explained them vividly, thus enjoying the taste of transcendental sweetness with great happiness. All men and women
all men and women
were accustomed to enjoying the beauty
were accustomed to enjoying the beauty
of the shining face of Lord Krishna,
of the shining face of Lord Krishna,
as well as his shark-like earrings,
as well as his shark-like earrings
swinging on his ears.
swinging on his ears,
His beautiful features,
his beautiful features,
his cheeks,
his cheeks,
and his playful smiles,
and his playful smiles,
all combined to form
all combined to form
a constant festival for the eyes.
a constant festival of the eyes.
And the blinking of the eyes
And the blinking of the eyes
became obstacles
became obstacles
that impeded one from seeing that beauty.
that impeded one from seeing that beauty.
For this reason,
For this reason,
men and women became
men and women became
very angry at the Creator,
very angry at the Creator,
Lord Brahma.
Lord Brahma.
Oh Krishna!
Oh Krishna!
Oh Krishna!
Oh Krishna!
Oh Krishna!
Oh Krishna!
When you go to the forest
When you go to the forest
during the day
during the day,
and we do not see your sweet face,
something not see your sweet face.
which is surrounded by beautiful,
What? Sorry.
which is surrounded by beautiful,
Which is surrounded by beautiful
curling hair.
curling hair.
Half a second
Half a second
becomes as long
becomes as long
as an entire age for us.
as an entire age for us.
And we consider the Creator
And we consider the Creator
who has put eyelids on the eyes
who has put eyelids on the eyes
we use for seeing you
we use for seeing you
to be simply a fool.
to be simply, I didn't hear that last word.
A fool.
I thought, to be simply a fool.
Krishna!
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 The Supreme Personality of Godhead.
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 The Supreme
The Supreme
Personality
Personality
of Godhead
of Godhead
is identical
is identical
with
with
the Vedic
the Vedic
hymn
hymn
known as
known as
Kama
Kama
Gayatri,
Gayatri,
which is composed
which is composed
of 24 words.
of 24 words,
Oh, sorry. 24
of 24
and a half
and a half
syllables.
syllables.
Sorry about the words.
Sorry about the word.
Those syllables
Those syllables
are compared
to
moons
moons
that arise in Krishna.
that arise in Krishna.
Thus, all three worlds
Thus, all three worlds
are filled with desire.
are filled with desire.
The face of Krishna
The face of Krishna
is the king of all moons,
is the king of all moons,
and the body of Krishna
and the body of Krishna
is the throne.
is the throne.
Thus, the king governs
Thus, the king governs
a society of moons.
a society of moons.
Saki hey,
Saki hey,
oh dear friend,
oh dear friend,
Krishna Mukha,
Krishna Loka. Is that what he says?
Krishna Mukha,
Krishna Moka,
Mukha,
Mukha,
Krishna Mukha,
Krishna Mukha,
the face of Lord Krishna.
the face of Lord Krishna.
Dvij Raj Raj,
Yeah, you say that one, Tom.
Dvij Raj Raj,
Duvri Raj Raj,
the
or
king of
Raj Raj.
moons, the king of moons.
The king of moons. I'll say the transcript. Script.
Krishna Vapu,
Krishna Vabu.
Krishna Vavu,
Go on, you read now. I'm going to go to the loo.
of the transcendental body of Krishna.
On the transcendental body of Krishna.
Simhasena,
Yeah, that.
on the throne.
On the throne.
Vasi,
Vasi,
sitting.
sitting.
Vajya,
Vajja,
Sahasne,
Sahase,
ruling of the kingdom.
ruling of the kingdom.
Kare,
Let me see your lips. Say it again.
Kare,
Kare,
does.
does.
Sange,
Sange,
in the company of.
in the company of.
Chandrera,
Dandreya,
Samjaya,
Sanjaya,
the society of moons.
the society of moons.
Chandreya,
Jandreya,
Samaje,
Samaje.
the face of Krishna
The face of Krishna
is the king of all moons,
is the king of all moons,
and the body of Krishna
and the body of Krishna
is the throne.
is the throne.
Thus the king governs the society of moons.
Thus, the king governs the society of moons.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
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 Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare.
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
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 Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Tom dropped the ball.
Yeah. Okay, I think it's probably time to go. It's like 3.5 hours on here. Yeah. So.
Bye, Maharaj. Hare Krishna. See you, Tom.
Yeah.
Jai
Yeah.
Mary.
Jai.
Hey, Tom, you want to stay on for a bit of Japa?
Hey, there you go. Oh, yeah. If
Aw.
anybody wants to stay on when we're off, go for it, man.
Yeah, I will. I'll just
Yeah.
do.
He's got his guitar.
He's got his guitar.